Hi YouTube, Muchismo Eugene, another video from Exit Strategy. I do apologize today, the video ended abruptly. I had to offload some videos. My daughter's volleyball kind of consumed a lot of the data in this space, but hopefully this rectified it. I sent it to her email, so we should be all set. At some point in the very near future, I'm about to do something not big, but huge as far as the whole videography thing. Got thinking about it, and I said, why not? Not gonna say what, we'll see what happens. Because I want you guys to get the best of me, not the rest of me. We're gonna talk about shutting the floodgates off from the narcissist. You know how people say open the floodgates? We're going to close the floodgates because we know that these people are vampires and they're after your blood. And when we talk about blood-thirsty vampires, they're after your essence. They're after your soul. They're after, in essence, your blood. Because as I think about it, your blood is your life force. Without blood, you won't be able to survive. There's been instances where you've been able to have a blood transfusion when you lose so much blood. But with the narcissist, their blood is so tainted and contaminated, there is no way that their blood is even usable and useful to even them. So they're lacking in that. There's no life in their blood. And there's no other technical way to say it, because blood is life. And if the narcissist doesn't have this life force in their blood, then what is flowing through their veins? It is pure evil. It is something that's an illusion even to them. But they've been convinced that this illusion is sufficeable. It is normalized in their life. And in many cases, I know there are narcissists that are so conflicted, they know deep down inside of them, there's just something innate to a person's existence that tells us that the way we're living is not beneficial to us. That narcissist goes through this same thing. I believe this because God created every human being. But what happens with the narcissist is they have moments of I don't want to say introspecting, but for lack of a better word, they have moments of quick seconds of clarity in the clouded mind that they have, and they're essentially looking at everything outside, because they measure themselves by everything outside of them. So if they're seeing everybody is getting along and harmoniously getting along, that bothers them. First of all, they want in on that. They are chaos walking. So you have to know that they are saying, man, I wish I could be at peace like that. But all I know is chaos. So in essence, they cannot change from what they are, because how they've adopted this is from pure manipulation, mass manipulation from an early age. They've mastered this. They don't have a go-to. You and I may have behaved badly here or there in our life, done something offensive, but we were brought to our senses by consequence, and we had an alternative route to take. They don't even entertain that thought long enough for the conviction to kick in. There lies the problem. So in order for the narcissist to be dealt with properly by the empath, without us even laying a hand on them, we are having to close the floodgates. And the floodgates are your empathy, because that's a big part of your essence. That's a big part of the core beauty of who you are. That is why we are named and deemed empaths, because we have an abundance, an overflow of empathy. Not something we adopted of ourselves. We just progressed in life, and that became a natural flow of the whole. I mean, that was a natural part flow of the whole. because the empathy, sympathy, consideration, respect, loyalty, all of these different things are just a combination that what comprises you into this whole person. The narcissist is not a whole person. They're half-baked. They're very undone. And in that being the case, they are disordered. Their life is in shambles, and they don't know how to fix it, nor will they take advice on how to fix it. They're not open-minded. They're closed-minded. Only way they'll be open-minded to something is if it's going to benefit them. If it will benefit the person that they've harmed, they're no part of that. You're not having it. You're not going to get that. Across the board, you're going to hear this. There's no if or ands or buts about it. There's no compromising on this. That's not up for discussion when it comes to the narcissist. Some of you may be sitting here saying, but no, that hasn't been my experience, because it was this one time where they actually, I believe they were genuinely remorseful. They were genuinely apologetic. I saw the tears. They just looked different. They behaved different. It just felt different to me. This is you talking. You know why it felt different? Because your empathy is what stays the same. It remains. You're not a shapeshifter. So your empathy and the way you perceived what they said to you was the only genuine thing that you experienced. So what you did, you shared your empathy and you gave them a piece of your sandwich of empathy to get you over the hump so you could believe the lie that they told you. That's all you did. And it's unfortunate I have to tell you this. Sorry, but not sorry. We're going to wake your asses up for the long haul. There's no time to waste. About 2 more weeks in this year, and we're not measuring our life by year, month, weeks, days. Most empaths, we don't look at this as the Matrix looks at it. We don't see this year ending of sorts into a brand new beginning of sorts like the Matrix does, or most people in the world. We look at this as just a progressive entering into just new endeavors. As an empath, as a chosen one, there is so much work to do. We don't have time to measure the days, the weeks, the months. Although we plan our days, our weeks, our months, we plan them just like every other human being you may see. But we don't have ill motives in doing so. We're always trying to see where we can be beneficial to people around us. Family first and everyone outside of us. Close the bloodgates of your empathy as this year is ending. Close them. I'm actually going to encourage you to become a little more selfish with your time, a little more selfish with your rebuilding, a little more selfish with your kindness, a little more selfish with your empathy. Can go a long way. And selfish right way sounds self-serving. And it should, because you first have to see where you are as a whole. That's a part of rebuilding you. Because believe it or not, even before the narcissist came in your life, we were half-baked. And we still are pretty much half-baked. We are evolving into what we were designed to be. We are steadfastly trying to learn about what our purpose is in this world. We dig deep to find out what our core purpose is in life. A lot of people don't do the inner work like we do. But even more so because we ran into a narcissist. They helped us. They aided in us accelerating that process because we were stagnant. We put it on the shelf. We thought we had all day and night to wait. But now we realize our life is not our own. We were saved from the narcissist for a purpose. And that purpose shouldn't be self-seeking. So in order for us to realize what our real goals are in life as a human being, they shouldn't be self-serving, but we should be able to be a little more selfish in order to seek out what that purpose is. And you have to find out what is going on within you in order to be very, very beneficial to somebody else. And at the same time, the more time you spend alone, introspecting and doing the inner work and rebuilding you, you'll be able to readily detect the falsehood by way of narcissists, the energy that they come with, because they're so smooth. They are so smooth. They'll sneak up on you like a rattlesnake. And so just be mindful of these things, man. Close the bloodgates. There is no more blood donoring, no more blood donors here. We don't have any more blood to give. You went along to get along. You gave your best to the narcissist, and they repaid you with their worst. You're not responsible for that. Don't hate you did what you did for the narcissist. Your heart was in the right place. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I do appreciate everyone supporting me by way of subscribing. Do continue to like the videos, share them, and you all that are just listening, I encourage you to subscribe, because in time I'm going to continue to try to get a little better at the audience and try to convey my messages a lot more straightforward, staying on topic and different things, because my primary goal is to try to get this information across as easily and as effective as I can in a real way, and not really trying to confuse and conflict your mind and conflict your spirits. I really want it to be a harmonious endeavor, and that's my primary goal here. So thanks for the encouragement, man. All of your comments, I love them. Feel free, if you have some comments that are you think will benefit anyone on this page listening, just drop them, and I promise you they are all respected and considered. That being said, bless.